Hey, we here with another body cam reaction video, man. So I'm guessing dude then killed the customer, bro, over a cold coffee. Now who knows what the fuck happened, but to kill a customer at your job is extreme, bro. So I'm thinking self defense. I'm guessing off top. We close this motherfucker. Off top, I'm thinking self defense. Cause what other reason would you have to pop somebody? And bringing that strap to work is crazy. I mean, some niggas really need it though. Some niggas really be having shit going on to where they like, hey, I know I be having shit going on, but I work this job. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this pole on me. I got to. So I ain't judging them, but popping a nigga at work, that's crazy work, man. Let's go ahead and check out this video, man. Let's get to it, cause that shit crazy.
I had a little bit of an issue with it, and I said say it again, and he did. And right hook sent him down. He hit him, and he fell.
Hold on. He's talking about fighting. Dunkin' manager kills customer after he snaps. Hey, we 7 seconds in. And if he hit that nigga with a Mike Tyson right hook and killed him, hey, don't fuck with bro. Don't fuck with game, bro. Respect cuz. For real.
This is cool.
I had a little bit of an issue with it, and I said say it again, and he did. And right hook sent him down. He hit him, and he fell. He hit him? Yeah.
This is Corey Ellis Pujols, a 27-year-old Dunkin' Donuts manager with no criminal record. He just landed a deadly blow on a 77-year-old man.
Ah,
Was just enough to ruin his clean records, claim the life of a man, and earn him significant charges. On May 4th, 2021, just after 1:30 p.m.,
that's crazy. A 77-year-old man. What is you hitting on the old man? What can an old man say? Well, nah, I'm not even gonna do that because some of these old niggas be tripping. But why would you hit an old man though? Like you gotta realize, like, all right, I'm not about to hit this old nigga. You get what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't know, but you know how us new era, we don't be respecting no elders and shit. A lot of us ain't got no morals and principles and shit. But then again, I don't know what happened. So we gonna go ahead and watch this, bro. Yeah.
Tampa police were called to a Dunkin' Donuts inside a Circle K in the Palm River area of Tampa. When officers arrived, medics were already treating the victim, 77-year-old Vanell Cook, who was unconscious and bleeding from.
He said some racist shit. I look, nobody deserved to die, but he said some racist shit. And I know it for a fact. This nigga look angry. Ain't he an old white man? You know them old white people, they be on that bullshit, man. We gonna see though.
The head.
And I guess the spill, and I remember in here he was. My year was here, picked up the street, came from Florida, 33619.
I don't know what happened. I was there. He was actually there. Don't check the G on it. He was cheating. And he came down.
Which kid? He has heart problems. He's 100% disabled.
That is he was
Disabled veteran. Disabled veteran. He's got allergies. He's seen allergies. What's he have?
If you live anywhere here on the map, we can get you a brand new heating and air conditioning system.
Almost immediately, Corey Pujols approached the officers and told them he was the man they were looking for. Calm and cooperative, he explained exactly what happened.
Yeah, so first and foremost, let me just say my name is Corey Ellis Pujols. I am the guy you were looking for in regards to this situation. The long and short of it is that here at regular. He normally comes through here and orders a large hot coffee. But today, maybe he's having a rough day or something, and he decided to be extremely profound at the mouth. And I asked him respectfully on the microphone, could you please not use that kind of language, obviously with me and my employees. And as well as that, and he said no, and then he came around to the window. He kept going at the window, and then I guess he was going to come inside. So I came inside. I came on this side to let him know. He asked for the manager. Our current store manager is off already. She worked morning shift, and she's currently otherwise here. So I would be for the senior shift. I've been here a little bit longer than he has, so I reserve responsibility for that. In any case, I came out to let him know. I said, listen, sir, with the profanity that you use, I would highly recommend that you go on about your business. We don't want to serve you any coffee today. Maybe you can try again another day, but you have clearly upset, you feel me, the atmosphere here, and we would like for you to go on about your business. I asked him to do that repetitively. It's all on camera. As I mentioned, he came inside, and when he came inside, he addressed me, and he was looking. I said, hey, listen, the manager's not here right now. I'll give you the manager's store number and all that good stuff. And he didn't want it, and I said, sir, well, can you please go on about your business again and have a good day? He said, no, you're a nigger. And then I said, and I'm sorry, I had a little bit of an issue with it, and I said, say it again, and he did. Right hook, send me down.
So it goes without being said that you can't hit somebody because they say something you don't like.
I very
Doesn't matter.
well.
I'm just telling you, brother.
No, I agree. Believe me. I'm terrified right now, but I agree with what you're saying. You shouldn't. I have had a fit of racism since I've only been here about 2 months, and I've dealt with so much of it. And I'm not saying that is a reason to do it. I'm not.
I got people that say a bunch of hateful and horrible stuff to me every single day. For the past 16 years, I let it go in one ear and out the other. It ain't gonna hurt you.
Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that speech, nigga. No, you signed up for your job. You signed up for people to hate you. Nobody like the police. You knew that 16 years ago when you joined the police force that nobody like y'all bitch ass niggas. Well, not all the police bitch ass niggas, but nobody like y'all, right? Nobody like y'all. That's what you signed up for. This nigga ain't signed up for that, bro. And I get it. You're not supposed to hit nobody because they say words to you. But he should have said something like, hey, when he said nigger, I was in fear of my life, and this, that, and the third, and and I felt like he was going to harm me, and who knows? Maybe it would have turned out differently. But
Trouble. Not gonna get you arrested, but I mean, dude, you hit him and he fell down.
Yeah, and he hit his head pretty good.
And he should have never said what he said. But guess what? That's the country we live in. You say what you want to say.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, like you're saying, dude, get the freak out.
Yeah.
Slipped and fall, pushed and fell.
Right hook and fell. My apologies for the
He was hit and he fell down.
Keep it down. I don't this other. You hit him. You punched him and he fell.
I'm not one to run from what I've done.
No, you're fine.
that's
And
gangster
again,
though.
he's a regular, so I honestly feel like about this
All
situation.
right, no worries. Some guys have to go at you.
Yes, sir. You should take it easy.
Howdy. Gentleman came in, was being very rude to this gentleman, which is the on-duty manager.
Acting manager for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Said some few expletives, and he hit him. And he fell.
He hit him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get his information yet or no?
I have not. I just came in.
That's his grandson that's with him, though.
Okay.
That is his grandson.
I was just
Maybe
talking
I'll
with
give you
him.
that information if necessary.
So, yeah. You want to grab his 43?
I have.
Video of it?
We do have surveillance. However, when the boss leaves, she locks the.
That's fine.
Yeah, she locks the.
So here's the reality of what could happen.
Yeah.
If you charge a battery, yeah, you could be charged a battery.
Right.
That's after we speak with him and see what's going on.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get onto you, man.
Yeah. No.
You can't let, and I'm telling you from here on out, you can't let what somebody says anger you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I deal with it and I let it go on. I mean, people say nasty and hateful stuff to him and I just
believe me,
because we do our job.
I know.
For no reason.
I know it.
Here we go. And he just said it. It's because it's his job. You signed up for that, bro. You know the stigma on the police. Either you wanted the good cops or you wanted the BAN cops. But you know what you signed up for, bro. You know what you signed up for. He didn't sign up for that. Plus, you ain't never been called no racial slur. Well, you might have. They might have said cracker, all types of stuff. You know how they talk down there in Florida. But that N word, that's a hard no. It's a hard no. And you ain't got to deal with that, bro. So stop trying to compare yourself to him, bro. You signed up for your job. He ain't signed up to be disrespected. It's a difference.
You're gonna have people like that throughout your life. You just gotta let it go in one ear and right out the other.
All that keep the peace shit.
And just realize
Man,
that
listen.
he's gonna leave and be on his way, and you're gonna still be here working.
Right.
You know. So we'll let them get him loaded up and everything like that. Just do what you gotta do, bro. I'll be in here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
You're cool. You're good to go, man. Thank you.
It started moments earlier in the drive-thru. Employees couldn't hear Cook through the speaker. He became agitated, began yelling, and was told to leave without being served. Instead, he parked and walked inside. A Dunkin' employee who dealt with Cook at the drive-thru told officers the same story Pujols did.
So basically, he was just being, outright rude when your card is going through. But he was just being
For what reason?
outright verbal. I asked him if he wanted iced or hot coffee. He instantly was like cold coffee. One for them, he was like, who the fuck likes cold coffee? I always ask the same. Y'all always get it wrong. I'm like, okay, sir, we cannot hear and identify you at the window. I mean,
So he got mad because you asked him if he wanted ice or hot coffee.
yeah. Instantly off rip, he was already mad. A large hot latte. Okay, gotcha. So instantly he was just,
Sure.
above level. So he was being very verbal. Didn't want to listen to what we were saying. So Corey was like, he got on the mic because I've only been here for like just 3 weeks.
Sure.
But I've had Dunkin' experience, so
Well, that shouldn't be a normal reaction of
it
somebody.
shouldn't be a normal reaction. So he didn't want to. Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so yeah, he was being really verbal for absolute no reason. So Corey got on the mic because he's the veteran here. The more experienced person.
Sure.
So he took over the mic and was like, "Can you not talk to the customer employees like that?" And he wouldn't listen. So he said, "Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna take your order today. We're gonna act politely after you leave." Came up here. We had a verbal like, "Can you leave? We're not gonna take your order," type of thing right here. We were reassuring him that he could come again later. So then that's when he came up to the front and was right there.
So even after y'all asked him to leave,
He kept on coming.
he parked, and when you say up there, up at the front counter.
Yeah, he came to the car. So we knew Corey was gonna. So me and Corey went up there to wait and tell him to leave again. He didn't want to listen again, so we asked him to leave multiple times, and that's when he called Corey the N-word, and it escalated from there.
What did you see from happening from there?
From what I seen is I heard him telling Corey told me to call the cops off rip. So I was calling the cops, I was calling my manager, I was calling everybody. And the dude he kept on being violent, very rude. So
When you say violent, like physically violent,
no,
or
not
just verbally?
physically. I don't think he physically touched Corey, but mentally, trying to get into Corey's mind.
Sure.
Mess with him and around with his head. So then Corey, he was like, "Okay, we're gonna ask you one more time. We're gonna either, you're gonna leave, or we're gonna call the cops." I was already calling the cops, so he didn't want to leave. He was like, "There's a bunch of niggas, this, that, and third. Your nicknames." Corey was like, "One more time," and he called him another nick, and that's what happened. I was right
What happened?
here, and I was on the phone with my manager and the police officers at that time. Oh wait, yeah, police officer at that time, and that's what happened.
So what happened after that? After he said that?
Corey punched him. He was on the floor, and I was on the phone.
Okay. And you were standing like
Right around here on the
Okay.
phone.
Okay. Is he? And Corey said he's a normally regular. He comes through
He
here.
comes here a lot, and very, you know, like verbal. Like I guess he doesn't know how to, you know, be respectful. So
Well, normal people know how to be respectful, and
he
choose not to be.
He wasn't being
Yeah,
respectful.
I mean, it's
And
horrible.
yeah, so he does this a lot. I've had multiple times where I've had to go through it. He gets mad because we don't know his order. But we don't know your order because we cannot physically see your face.
Sure. Hello, manager.
Hey,
Okay.
shit going on, and I know he's salty.
Are you able to A, I got a thumb drive, or B, if we're able to get the video, can you email it? What's better for you?
I'll have it emailed to you.
Okay.
I'll have my law prevention guy
Okay.
send it to you.
Let me go out and.
Give me an email address.
Yes, sir.
I'll call him now, as a matter of fact, to go ahead and get him to do it.
Okay.
Hey,
This
I know he's
game,
salty. He like, damn, they called me on my off
you're
day.
not ready for it.
Called me in. Hold on, what the fuck?
Police requested the store's surveillance footage, and it told the exact story the two employees told. Instead of leaving the property as the employees requested, Vanell Cook parked his car and walked inside the store. Seeing this, Corey Pujols, the on-duty manager, immediately told a coworker to call the police. Cook approached the service counter and continued arguing. Pujols stayed on the opposite side, separated by a waist-high swinging door, and repeatedly told Cook to leave the store. During the confrontation, Cook used a racial slur, calling Pujols the N-word. At that point, Pujols stepped through the swinging door, moving closer but keeping his hands at his sides. He warned Cook not to say the word again. Cook repeated the slur. In response, Pujols threw a single punch to Cook's jaw. Cook fell backward, struck his head on the concrete floor, and lost consciousness. Pujols then walked away as emergency services were already being called. The victim, Vanell Cook, was later revealed to be a registered sex offender with a long criminal history involving child exploitation. Prosecutors would later...
I thought they said dude was a retired veteran. What they say he had on his jacket?
Victim, Vanell Cook, was later revealed to be a registered sex offender with a long criminal history involving child exploitation. Prosecutors would later describe him as an unsympathetic victim, but legally, none of that justified the punch. The officers eventually did what they had to do.
It feels better in here.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're good. Yeah. Yeah. They told me what happened. I feel for you 100% right now. What's happening at here is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. And I understand your anger and your level of frustration, and I would be pissed too. And this is one of those things that there's one thing that's steering us right now, and it's the level of critical. He's in critical condition right now. It's not looking good. He has his brain is swelling right now. He's unconscious and everything. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers. If he recovers and he's okay, this is not big deal. Is he here to get her today? It's the level of injury. Had he not been this injured, there's a lot of things he could have done. Because like I said, nobody here is okay with what that guy said. And none of us would know at all, you know? And he deserves to put in his place for that. But because of how seriously he's injured, we have no choice. So I want you to understand that. Everybody here agrees that what he done he was wrong. What he said he was wrong. He has no choice. Like I said, he's not in so I'm going to pray for you and for him that he
That's real shit though from the cop. They got to do their job at the end of the day. But still though, it's not really much he can do. Like, it's not much he can do. The cops got to do their job at the end of the day. I guess because the level of injury. So, yeah.
recovers, that will hopefully go away. But for the time being, you're going anything you have that you want somebody to go
Yeah,
over here?
yes, please. I'm his mom.
That's fine. Mom, you want to step over here and we can grab all this stuff? Get that right. Hey, do you want a bag? Ma'am, do you want a bag? I can give you a bag for all that. Yeah, I've got one in here, or if you got one, that's fine. Like I say, he'll get a bond, hopefully as fast as possible so he can get out and be done with it. But I mean, I called the state attorney's office, I spoke to all of our supervision, and it's just unfortunate, you know. I wish the guy had a black eye so we could all say, hey, watch your health, you know, but he thinks you're bad. It's one of those things like I think really what can make it go best. The guy remember it. You guys anymore? I'm sorry. Alright. Corey, you have anything else on you, brother? No, that's it. Took everything else. That's for mom. Okay, that's it? Right here. Yeah, that's for mom. Yeah. So that's it for the mom? Yes. Right. Yes. Corey, you don't have a seat in my car. Yes.
Crazy how life can change just like that, man.
100% agree. But when his head hit hard and everything, when they brought him out here, he was unconscious. Yeah. And then while he's up there, he's not doing good right now. He could get better. Okay. So you go down. We'll tell mom. Mom can go down. Yeah. You do that, and I'll 10:35 you. Do they? Okay, that's fine. It's just a hope, brother, that he gets better. Yeah. Okay? I know that was not your intent.
It was not.
It wasn't. I know that. You told me that right off the bat, man. It would have been different if it would have progressed and there would have been more physical after that, but it wasn't. Yeah. But everything, when something happens, everything is taken that happens in the entire situation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So him falling, him getting the injury, him being elderly, again, he could be in the hospital and be completely fine by tomorrow. Okay? But we'll tell mom. Mom will come down and bond you out. It should be, I think, $1,000 bond or $100 to do a bondsman. She can come down and bond you out. And I'm sorry about this.
I'm sorry because I still think, no matter what anybody thinks of me, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't. I agree with everybody. I shouldn't.
Let me turn the air on for you. Let me talk to mom real quick. Yes.
3 days later,
Nah, these cops, they some real niggas. They some real niggas though. These cops, they cool. This is why I talked about earlier, where it's like, it's some good cops and there's some bad cops. See, it's all cops get thrown underneath the stigma. That's why nobody like police, because there's a lot of bad cops. But these cops cool though. Like, they was on their shit, man. I fuck with that. Let's get back to this.
on May 7th, 2021, Cook died from a skull fracture and brain contusions. Pujols was rearrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter of an elderly adult, facing up to 30 years in prison. In March of 2022, prosecutors made a controversial decision. They reduced the charge to felony battery. Pujols was sentenced to 2 years house arrest, 3 years probation, 200 hours community service, mandatory anger management, and no prison time. Prosecutors cited key factors such as Pujols' clean record, the victim's aggression and racial slurs, and uncertainty under Florida's Stand Your Ground laws. One man's past made him an unsympathetic victim. The other's clean record spared him a prison cell. But in the end, a single punch thrown in anger.
That's not bad though.
Life.
I'll take that. That's a dub. That's a dub, bro. That's a dub. I'll take that any day of the week when you could be facing 30 years and you get 2 years house arrest. They probably let you go to work and this, then the third. But who can complain, bro? I can't really say I would have handled that situation any much differently. You feel me? The police officers agreed. I think everybody pretty much agreed. Unless you're a racist white man or a racist white woman, or you just a racist in general. But it's like what my grandma tell me all the time. You can't let somebody's words control your actions. Which is true, but sometimes shit happen, bro. And yeah, man. That was another body cam video, man. We gonna tap in with your boy. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn them notifications on. Hit all them motherfucking links in the bio. And fuck with your boy, man.
Thank you.